they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Now here's Waiters after the miss from Daniels. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Cantor. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Here's Daniels. Westbrook with the nice D there.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Cantor, the pass to Westbrook. The wide open look for Durant. Here's Ibaka, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Ibaka's got 7.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other. So they're going to be good for a long time.
And here is Durant after the three-pointer from Daniels. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Durant. 6 points for Russell Westbrook.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already. Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, though. The Thunder I'm talking about. You know, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces, and the Thunder obviously still one of the elite teams in the NBA. Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Here's Daniels, and he uses the glass on the layup. Daniels has got 5.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis, and it's blocked by Gordon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Here is Daniels. 3-point lead. Pass to Harkless. He kicks to Daniels. That will count. And it would have counted had it fallen, but
Tune in this Wednesday night.
Up to this point, Cantor, he's checked in for Collison. Ibaka comes in for Perry Jones. Waiters, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Durant outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Dion Waiters is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Westbrook after the made shot from Daniels. For 3, Durant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
So it's the Thunder now. They trail by 9 points. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Here's Waiters after the Magic pick up 2. Outside Durant. Westbrook kicks to Durant. And he's right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure. It's interesting that Russell Westbrook at UCLA was considered a defensive stopper. In the NBA, he's been one of the league's premier scorer. And at times his defense comes into question, but he has to carry so much of the load for his team that it's understandable that sometimes he backs off a little bit.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Daniels. And Cantor pulls it down.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And Waiters kicks to Cantor. Nice jump shot. Good. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And the official signals a backcourt violation. Not very careful there. .41 seconds left to play here in the half. Waiters dishes to Westbrook. Shoots from the right block. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say. What about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever, but Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was
right in that same category.
Got it.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And
well, Nick, a competitive.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these.
And the second half about to start. Group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Cantor. Jones comes in for Serge Ibaka. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Dion Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Vucevic. Fry comes in for Gordon. Harkless is checked in for Tobias Harris. And Gordon subbed in for Evan Fournier. And so in the game for the Magic, Peyton is out there with Ben Gordon. Then there's Channing Frye. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Harkless in at the 3. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
Here's Morrow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits. Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now, here's Collison. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Outside for Durant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter. And about Orlando and their stars, is a better Clark to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think we'd rather have them and lose them than success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Here's Daniels. There's the block. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Morrow. Lets it go from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. It gave him a wide open look there.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Augustine. Daniels kicks to Fry. Now the dish to Daniels. To halt the run. 6 to shoot. For 3, Gordon. The Thunder pull it in. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Well, they got beat up the last time they saw these guys. You know, they were in foul trouble.
Westbrook in for Anthony Morrow. Orlando also making some changes. Wayne Dedman comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Daniels subbed in for Peyton. We've got Perry Jones. Russell Westbrook out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Durant. And it's Collison in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Jones, the best to Durant. Back to Jones. Oklahoma City moving it around. And the basket by Morrow.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
And Daniels up top, headed by Augustine. Here is Daniels. For 3. And that falls.
How about the response?